Hey, this is JR, the TextPat OPG, and here we are at our regular location at Hops and Brews. We're here today to shoot Old Guys Talking Shit number 14. I'm here today with Jeff.
Hi, I'm back again.
And we've got a lot of important issues to talk about today. The first one was the reason that we're kind of late getting this video out. The typhoon.
Yeah, the weather.
Yeah,
Philippine weather.
We definitely had a weather outage. Man, that was actually we didn't get the brunt of the thing, but we certainly got a lot of rain, didn't we?
We sure did.
Yeah.
Our street where I live, it was another river again.
Yeah, you need to buy you a little motorboat, getting up to the highway. Yeah, it rained a lot at our place. I guess we're a little lucky because we're not prone to flooding out there. But man, it sure rained a lot. Rained hard.
Sure did.
What all's going on with you?
Not too much. They put sand down on our street again today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So next time it rains, it can all wash away again.
Yeah, you need that.
There was one corner where there was a lot of big boulders sticking out.
Yeah.
And they put in crushed rock there. Well, that's good because that's not going to wash away.
Yeah, the crushed rock will stay. I like that. There's a gray crushed rock they use around here for a lot of things for, around the highways and things like that. And I really like the looks of it. I think it looks really clean.
Yeah.
It looks nice. I actually don't know what it is. But it's a gray color. Have you seen that one?
No.
No? Yeah, they use it a lot.
Haven't paid too much attention to that.
You're not a rock guy, huh?
No.
It's important.
One thing I did notice is that part of the area that they poured down some of that sand, you know where it came from?
No.
It's the stuff that dug out of those the ditches along the roads. Because those are filled up with sludge.
Right.
They empty them out, put them into trucks. They take the trucks and they dump it.
Dump it in your yard.
Not in the yard, no, but on the
road,
streets.
right.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Well, that's where they came from originally, so I guess they just put them back.
Yeah, just put it back. Returning your dirt.
Yeah.
With
a little extra.
Well, you're. I know you got your visa coming up. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I purchased tickets. I'll be flying out at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday and arriving back at 1 o'clock in the morning on the following day. So I'll be out of the country for 20 hours. Actually, it's 24 hours.
And you're going to Singapore.
That's right.
Yeah. Have you been in Singapore airport since they've started adding all the new attractions?
I don't know. Every time I've been to Singapore airport, it was basically passing through on the way to Vietnam. So.
Yeah, they've added a lot of stuff and it's available to you in the transit area. So that's kind of pretty nice. The transit area used to be pretty boring. About the only thing you could do was find a corner somewhere and sleep.
I have a few questions for you, JR.
Oh my God.
And
I don't know if I'm very responsive to questions.
If they're too personal, just say pass.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah, sure.
I'm easy on you.
All right.
All right. Let's start off with an easy one. What's your deepest regret in your life?
Oh my gosh, deepest regret. That's a tough one. I just don't know. I don't think I have a deep regret. I may have some small regrets.
Out of over 70 years and you have no regrets?
There's things that I've done that I wish I'd quit doing earlier. Like I had a company one time that did printing and typesetting and things like that, production for catalogs and all that. And I just didn't really enjoy the business that much. And I wish I'd quit earlier. I found something else to do. I did quit finally. I was able to get out of that business, sell it and all, but really that was probably it, that I didn't quit that soon. I spent a lot of years doing that, and that would probably be my biggest regret.
You have said that you enjoy living in Vietnam. You also enjoy living in the Philippines?
Oh yeah, of course. I came here first, and I really like it. Living out here in the Subic area and everything is kind of like living in the 1950s. I guess the culture's not like the culture is in the U.S. It's like a 1950, 1960 culture here.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of nice. I like it.
Laid back.
It's laid back, and the people are straight up. They're honest with you, and you can make friends here.
Right.
Which you know, in the U.S. now you can't make a friend, because if the friend is a Democrat, you know, you'll wind up trying to kill each other. And, you know, those things don't enter into your life here. They don't enter into friendships and your acquaintances and things like that here. It's just people are just pretty honest and pretty straightforward.
Okay.
I like that.
I asked you that question so I could ask you this question.
Uh-oh.
What's your biggest pet peeve about the Philippines?
I'd say probably public transportation and utilities, that type of thing. The utilities are iffy sometimes. I mean, we're lucky at our house because we have our own water. You know, we have water supply. You never know when it's going to happen that your electricity is going to go off or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think probably infrastructure, I guess we could describe the whole problem. It would be an infrastructure issue. I have a problem with that. That's my pet peeve.
If you could change one thing in the world today to make it better, what would you do?
In the whole world?
Yeah.
What would I do?
What one thing would you do to change the world?
I think I'd try to find the switch and turn it off. That would be my answer.
Okay.
I just don't see much good happening.
All right. We've talked a little bit about some of the things that have been going on in the news. That sort of begs the question. In all the news reports over this past year, what scares you the most about the future?
Honestly, I think it's Putin, and maybe China's guy too. I think we got a problem. Those guys, if they get pushed, are they ever going to decide, well, you know, this is not going my way, and I'm going to go nuke? You know, I think that's the biggest concern that I have. But then again, I look at what they're doing, and I think, well, maybe they're not smarter than that, but they're not going to do that, because that's instant annihilation for everybody. And I don't think either one of those guys want instant annihilation, or they wouldn't live in nice homes and have swimming pools and things like that. They pretty much like their lifestyle. So are they willing to destroy their lifestyle? I don't know. There's always that possibility that, you know, saving face is important to the Chinese, and Putin seems to want to maintain his power and all that. And I'm not sure that it's off the table. Mm-hmm. That kind of worries me.
Okay.
Because if it starts, it's over. That's it.
All right. Sort of following up on that, how does our society handle anger today compared to how we used to handle it 50 years ago?
Well, I was around 50 years ago, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but back in the old days, when I was in my 20s or something, if you were angry with somebody, you just talk to them about it or tell them about it. If it got worse, if you really let things escalate, at the very worst, you might yell at each other a little bit and things like that. But nowadays, you shoot your neighbor or run your car through their house or something like that. It's a lot different the way people handle their disagreements now. It's not the same as it used to be. It's not as mellow. And it also, the things that bother people, I never even thought of being angry at my neighbor or not wanting to talk to my neighbor or communicate with him because he was in a different political party. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. I basically, you know, I like my neighbor unless he dumped his garbage in my yard or let his dog pee on my car, you know, things like that. But I didn't have a problem with that. Nowadays, you can't do that. You can't even talk to your neighbor about politics or if you're a Trumper or if you're I don't know what the Democrats have. We can be Trumpers. What can they be? I don't know. They can't be anything.
Okay.
They don't have anybody. A Harris person, I guess, or something. Well, whatever. You can't talk to them. And I think that's a bad thing. That's one of the nice things that you and I have going is we don't live with it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We don't live with it. We don't have to talk about that stuff here. And nobody here cares about it. So I think for me, going home would just be impossible.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it would be like in Canada. When I left Canada, was it about 15, 20 years ago, nobody talked about, well, I'm a liberal or I'm a conservative or I'm an NDPer. None of those things.
No.
Nobody talked about that.
Same in the U.S. It was not like that.
And I don't know if that's changed or not. I haven't seen anything in the news where there's any protests or, you know, people in your face over, you know, what party you support. So
you know, it's a kind of a funny thing because neither you or I have any experience in that. We can't really talk to that issue because we haven't been there.
Yeah. Psychologists saying that, you know, it's okay not to talk to people in your family that are, if you're liberal and they're conservative, it's okay not to talk to them. That to me is childish.
Yeah, it's going to make Thanksgiving dinner really rough.
Well, it's childish.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
You see kids in our days, when kids didn't talk to each other because they were angry, you sent them to the corner and say, okay, once you're ready to grow up, then come on back and then start talking about it.
I'll tell you a story about my childhood that I have a friend of mine that he and I stayed friends for a long time, all the way through college and everything. But when I was a kid, he and I were out, I think we were like probably 6 or 7 years old, and we were out behind my dad's store. And we were just kids, you know, so we're out digging in the dirt. And he had a little shovel and I had a claw hammer. And I was digging with the backside of the claw hammer. And I kind of accidentally chopped his thumb off.
Oh,
you know?
Ouch.
And you know, you would think that would probably make him angry for life at me. But back then, you know, we were still buddies, still friends. And chopping his thumb off with the claw hammer didn't ruin our friendship. It did ruin the looks of his hand, you know, but not our friendship. And we stayed friends until we kind of lost touch when we got older and we were in business and out working and things like that. But up until then, we were buddies. Nowadays, if you tell your neighbor that you voted for Donald Trump, the next thing you know, he may be setting your house on fire. Same culture, same people, same everything, except the mental attitude toward life is just different. It's different now, and I don't think I just don't think I want to be part of it. I'd never consider going back. How about you? Would you go back to Canada?
No, I really don't have a desire to go back. Cost of living is one major factor in that.
Well, yeah, neither one of us could afford to live in a nice neighborhood in either of the countries anymore.
Right.
God,
and
the cost is just amazing.
I mean, I like I say, I don't know what the people are like in Canada. My gut feeling is that they haven't gone to the level of what's happening further south.
Yeah.
But Canada's usually about 5 years behind on that type of thing.
Yeah, so they'll catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
scary.
I don't know. I mean, they're already talking about shipping out immigrants that have been in Canada that have overstayed their visas and stuff. So that's probably going to be the next thing that they're going to be doing that's comparable to what is happening in the States.
Yeah, you know, I was look at that problem a lot, and I think that what the Biden administration did to us was probably, it's going to be the most long-lived problem that we've created for ourselves in the U.S. Is that you've got all these people and all of their expenses, and everybody trying to pay for their problems, which you know, they want to do their medical, they want to do their education, and I think that probably we're going to feel the impact of that thing that Biden created probably for the next 50 years. I don't think, and it may be even longer. It may be something that never goes away. But I think that we've created a monster. And I think that the Biden administration did that. And I don't really think that the deportations and all that are going to do it. I don't think that's going to be enough. The size of the problem is bigger than what we can handle. We just can't have enough flights to get them all out. You just can't do it. And you can't give them due process. Due process is bogus. The court system in the U.S. is the slowest thing in the world. It's like a snail. And, you know, they have all these rights. Why do they have the rights? They're not citizens. That it's going to be the biggest problem that the U.S. has probably for the next 50 years. And that's it.
The one thing that kind of scares me is that the people that they are shipping out, these are the ones that are overtly bad.
Yeah, that's the bad guys.
And what about the people that have come in that are there that are spies? They're not going to stand out on the street corner and say, you know, come and get me.
Right. And look at what Trump said not long ago about letting 600,000 student visas from China come into the U.S. And now they've assumed the ownership of TikTok, which they really haven't. They've only partly done it. They still have things to do with China. It's all bogus. We've created problems for ourselves that are problems that you just can't solve. It's screwed up and you're not going to change it. And it's going to be screwed up for like I said, the next 50 years or so.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that's about it for today. I think we're going to have a guest for our next video. Not sure yet, but I'll definitely give you a buzz and let you know what's going on.
All right.
All right.
Sure.
This is JR, the TechSpat OTG, saying, hey, thanks for watching Old Guys Talking Shit number 14.
This is the Crazy Canuck. Jeff, see you next time.